How you doing out there, everyone? I want to say thank you for clicking that thumbnail over here at PeppieLaView's. I appreciate it. Thank you, new viewers. Thank you, returning viewers. And thank you, subscribers. Thank everybody for leaving comments. I appreciate it. As I said over here, I want to have more of a dialogue than a monologue. I don't want to be the one over here doing all the talking. So we're going to talk more about some viewer comments. And I'll probably tell you some of the things I wanted to do with the channel. I might talk about that. I'm not sure. But anyway, this is spring break for me. Oh my gosh, time changed. So it went up. I told you before, I like to get my rest. I do. I sleep in late and I love it. And now it has kind of thrown me off, but that's okay. I'm so glad that I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I'm glad because I promise you my whole sleep pattern would have been thrown off if I had to show up to work tomorrow. Speaking of that, I wonder what you guys are doing on your spring break if you have a spring break. I'm not really doing anything in particular. Just kind of handling some things that I've been neglecting on my end for me personally. Taking care of those things. But for the most part, I don't have anything planned. I'm not a planner. I'm more of a person who just, if everything fits right then and there, everything is kind of worked out in a line and it just kind of, everything is just on one accord and it's something that I want to do, I'll do it. Like one time, I don't know, it was like, I wanted to do something and I looked, I checked my money, I checked my time, I looked at the days on the calendar and I said, all right, I've never been to the Bay Area. So I went online, got a ticket and there I went. I went to San Francisco. I went to the Bay Area, have some friends out there and so I'm more of a person, I do things on the fly. I'm not a planner. I see a lot of people planning trips and everything. And I'm like, I don't know what I'll be doing 6 months from now. If we're planning a trip, I don't know, and I would say I'm committed to my work. I'm committed to my job. So I'll be afraid that, your job might say, oh, well, you have to work this week. And I'm like, but I planned a trip. I'm just not that person. I never have been. But anyway, it is what it is. I'm going to try to do that more, but I don't know. I think I like being able to just get up and go. Yeah, I feel it feels freer. It doesn't feel like it's forced. I think when people plan trips, they're kind of like forced, But anyway, that's another topic of discussion, I guess. So let's talk about some comments down in the viewer section comments. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I don't know. I don't want to do this. Let's see here. What do we have here? Maybe I need to start from... Oh, let's talk. You guys probably haven't seen it yet, but let's talk Maxine Jones. Maxine Jones of EnVogue. She has new music out. She's been working on that. And I'm here to tell you, I heard a song on her Instagram page. That's right. Instagram page. I think the song is called Do You See Me Now? Oh my gosh. Like what I heard, I tell you, that is true Maxine Jones of EnVogue. It really is. And I just wanted to mention her real quick because I see a comment on a video that I did regarding Maxine Jones. And yeah, so I'm looking for good things to come out of Maxine Jones. All right. Let's start here. Oh, gosh, I pronounced names wrong. Oh, gosh. Let's call her Quita. Okay, I'm sorry, Quita. Baby, I'm going to pronounce that first, but Yeah, we're gonna call you Quita, baby. Quita says, regarding, I made a comment about Anita Baker needing to give us like this fast track, upbeat dance track song. You know, she hasn't done anything like that since the songstress, which would be "Do You Believe" and "Squeeze Me." I like those songs. You know, when I think about those songs, I think of like the Gap Band. You know, I wonder if the writer of those songs was influenced by the Gap Band, because I like the horn section, you know, on the song "Squeeze Me." I do. I don't know why Anita Baker strayed away from that part of music as far as giving us dance tracks, but anyway, she did, and I was trying to think of maybe what kind of song I wanted to hear from Anita Baker along those lines, and it just hit me. I said, okay, maybe she needs to do Luther Vandross, "It's Never Too Much." I know it would probably be messy for her to do that, but I was like, I think she might need to do "Never Too Much." I can hear her singing "Never Too Much." Messy because, you know, she and Luther Vandross, you know, professionally, I would say, never saw eye to eye for whatever reason. And Quita says she got a deep voice. She probably could sing "Never Too Much" or "Atlantic Star When Love Called." That would be fine, "Atlantic Star When Love Called," but I want a fast track from her. I don't think her voice deep for "Send For Me." Well, she probably can sing Brian McKnight "One Last Cry." But again, great suggestions, Quita, but I'm looking more for a fast track. But thank you. Okay. Let me respond back to her. Okay, because I haven't responded this one. Sorry, you guys. Yeah. All right. All right. Someone named Leon Ramsey says Stephanie Mills is beyond Beyonce. Way beyond. On the real. D Woo said way beyond on the real. And I guess that would be, of course, a compliment to Stephanie Mills as far as saying, you know, about the Stephanie Mills and the Diana Ross and the Beyonce comment. All right. Renegade. Hey, what's up, Renegade? You always showing up. Thank you so much. Miss Knowles is definitely now hip hop in her delivery and persona, especially with songs in which she comes with that hip hop like bravado. I do. I definitely think that. I do think that she's more hip hop. I think she went hip hop when they redid the song "No No No," right? They redid the song "No No No" and remixed it. And I think that's definitely what made Beyonce become more hip hop. I think Destiny's Child is more hip hop. And so she has stayed in that lane because it works for them. Let's see, Renegade shows up again. I do appreciate Bae refreshingly merging hip hop in her music and style. There is space for innovation in R&B music. For this, she gets her iconic status. All right. I agree. Jim still says, love Stephanie Mills. She is the best. Yeah, we love Stephanie Mills over here. Yeah, we do. All right. Queens of R&B, SWV Escape. Quita shows up again. Thank you, Quita. You're showing up. I appreciate that. You make sense. TLC and Escape both dressed like men when they first came out, and T-Boz and Candy both have deep in both groups worked with Jermaine Dupri and Candy wrote No Strubs. I didn't think about that way. I was thinking more about seeing SWV and not SWV, TLC and Escape kind of do a reality show more so than SWV in Escape. It was just a look. I could see SWV and EnVogue doing a reality show together in TLC and Escape. I think it just complements each other. There's no contrast. Not to say it's not going to work. That's not what I mean. It's just that's how I kind of look at both of them. Congratulations. As I said, I attempted to watch the Queens of R&B. I tried simply because I'm talking about R&B divas, but I just can't do reality shows. I tried to do some reality shows previously, and I probably come in and out of them. Maybe it's probably watch an episode and then maybe comment on that particular episode. But I'm here to tell you, I was definitely loyal to reality television. When I say loyal, definitely loyal, particularly to the brand Love and Hip Hop. Oh my gosh, I would watch them all. When one was ending, I was going straight into the next. And I just kind of got drained because there's no, you remember like when you watch sitcoms let me finish this statement. You remember when you watch sitcoms and in a sitcom, there always seemed to be a lesson in it. You learn at the end of it, there was like this lesson, so on and so forth. And there are no lessons to me when it comes to reality television. And when you think that they're trying to make sense of things or learn the lesson, they do this flip where it's kind of like, oh no, we're not learning any lessons over here. That's not what this is about. This is about pure drama. So let's keep the drama and the chaos and the confusion and the aggression, the emotional, verbal, physical aggression going. That's the part about reality television I don't like. And what I was going to make, the other comment I was going to make was, back in the day, like you had, the shows that would come on like, I can't remember, but when I was coming home from school, they would have like these afternoon specials. And these afternoon specials, they would, I don't know, it could be something about, bullying. And you would see this episode and it would talk to you about, bullying, and how people deal with it and cope with it. Or something along those lines. I don't know why Degrassi High. I definitely telling my age when I mention things like Degrassi High. But when I was, Reading Rainbow. And the only reason why Reading Rainbow popped up in my head is because talking about Shaka Khan, the internet is not smart. It thinks you want to see everything now Shaka Khan. And I saw where Shaka Khan actually recorded a song, the theme song for Reading Rainbow. And I was like, I never knew she did that. And that's my point. It's not more of an educational thing. I think I can deal with the drama if people learn the lesson, and you don't. So Reading Rainbow, things like that, sitcoms. And I think sitcoms still do that if they are out. If there are still sitcoms out, I think sitcoms still at the end of it, you learn the lesson. That's why I'm going with it. So it's not like I can't ever watch reality television. It's just too much drama for no reason. All right, Quita shows up again. I did a post about what happened to R&B music in 1991. I still say 1991 has some great music in it. It did. But where are the artists? Color Me Bad, where is it? Tara Kemp, where is it? Shabba Ranks, where are you? What's the other guy? Jeff Redd, where are you? Like, there are so many people. Ralph Tresvant, of course, I think probably released his album, we're going to find out, in 1991. But again, what happened? It seemed like people who released music in 1991 didn't release music again. That's what I mean by that. Even some of our big names R&B people. So she said, didn't Keith Washington come out in 1991 with Kissing You? I liked Kissing You. And Natural Selection. Do anything 357 turn up? It's not your money, honey. I'm not quite sure about those, but I guess he showed up in 1991. I'm not sure. Okay. Talking more about R&B diva Stephanie Mills' response on Diana Ross. I would have never thought to compare the two ladies outside of beginning their careers in a group from which each lady began a successful solo career. Diana also became a successful actress. Beyonce, bless her heart, cannot act. Both Beyonce and Diana are songstresses. Neither has Stephanie's pipe, moot conversation. Yeah, okay. Proceed with caution is the person who made that comment. Solo Voyager, R&B diva Donna Ross, the Grammy should be ashamed of themselves, made a comment. I never understood why she never won a Grammy. I still don't. I've seen singers with far less talent win many times. Eventually, the Grammys becomes a joke and really was more political than actual talent. As my dad would say, the proof is in the pudding. Ross is in her 70s and she's still packing them in at her concerts. To have that kind of longevity and fan base is way more meaningful than some Grammy Award. You know what? I want to believe that's true. I do. However, there's still some artists out there who, feel like I should have the Grammy. Like I'm not nominated. So I've never, heard Donna Ross complain about not having one. So. Jennifer Holliday video, R&B diva Jennifer Holliday. She's not going, I don't blame her. Paul Purcell, Jennifer is a gem. I'm on Your Side is a great album. Oh my gosh, I love the I'm on Your Side album. But her previous 3 albums on the Geffen label are great too. Definitely. I love her R&B stuff, and she paved roles in Broadway to quite an eclectic singer. Eclectic singer. I don't care for Dreamgirls much. Okay. Also, Jennifer has some new stuff out. She does. I love the song So in Love. Back to her R&B roots. Love the song So in Love. There's the comment. Yeah. The Beyonce and Donna Ross video again, someone made the comment. Malcolm Sazan. I say Beyonce is more in Tina Turner's lane than Diana Ross's lane. That would be correct. And then D Woo replies back. Beyonce tried Tina Turner's years. Okay, Tina Turner's years ago. Now she's becoming more street and hip hopish. Tina Turner is a whole different talent with stamina, class, and classic sexiness. Beyonce doesn't really sing anymore. She just talks fast. Again, you guys, that's true. She does sing or talk fast, but it has always worked for them since the remix of the No 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 song. It's just what it is. Let's see. Ooh, there's a lot of comments up under this one. All right, same video. Stephanie Mills is absolutely correct. Beyonce is an entertainer, not a deep singer. True. Adele Jacobs. Oh, that was Jai Bird. Jai Bird said, Stephanie Mills is absolutely correct. Beyonce is an entertainer, not a deep singer. Adele Jacobs says, Beyonce sings better than both of them. Stephanie was coughing up a lung trying to sing Love on Top. Stephanie tried to sing Love on Top. Well, at the end of the day, it still takes a certain stamina to sing, right? I don't know what video I was watching, and they were talking about the person in the video was talking about the singer Sylvester and how he was singing in his falsetto range a lot, and then they switched from the falsetto range to, I guess, his actual, I don't know. I just say tenor range. I'm about to say baritone, but he's not a baritone. But let's just say from his soft falsetto range, which I guess falsetto means false voice, right? And then you go from that to your actual singing voice. Long story short, I think it takes a lot of effort and stamina to sing even in your falsetto voice and to sing it the way Sylvester, sung. And when it comes to Beyonce, I think Beyonce has perfected that, right? She had to. I'm pretty sure Beyonce practices doing that, singing in that particular style. So now it has worked for her. And everybody cannot sing in that style and pull it off. So I don't think that it's the fact that Stephanie Mills couldn't do a good job in that range. It's just that Stephanie Mills is not, that's not her voice. She doesn't sing in that style a lot. It's kind of like an opera singer trying to sing R&B and an R&B singer trying to sing opera. Give you a prime example. Lisa Fisher talked about that. I didn't know Lisa Fisher started out singing opera or taking voice lessons in, well, let's just say opera. She has a background as an opera singer, whether she was trying to be trained or what have you. Long story short is that she even made the comment about the difference transitioning into the two. So that's my take on that. I don't know. I could be wrong. Beyonce sings better. Then Adele Jacobs says, Beyonce sings better than both of them. Stephanie was coughing up along trying to sing Love on Top. Yeah, Beyonce, Star Bar 73 says, yeah, Beyonce isn't a singer. She's more of an entertainer, more of a dancer, but she way down the line. Yeah, okay. They're agreeing. T. Mers, I think this is hilarious considering how her contemporaries felt about her at the time. Diana Ross, okay, her contemporaries didn't think she was much of a singer, true, but why are we even comparing the two to begin with? And no, Stephanie, she is not hip hop. And people stop the BS that Beyonce can't sing. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I never, how can I put it? Okay. I wouldn't say Beyonce can't sing. I would say that Beyonce has wooed us or wowed us with all of the bells and whistles to the point where the singing is definitely secondary in her act or her performance. You see, it definitely is. And a prime example probably would be with Tina Turner. Well, no, I think Tina Turner can sing. I think Tina Turner's shows are balanced because Tina Turner is not doing a whole lot, whereas Beyonce is doing a lot, in her shows. And she's definitely moving. Everything is definitely intense, but her singing is not as intense as her performances. Yeah, but I wouldn't say she can't sing. I guess that's what I'm trying to get to. I think she can sing. Seriously, I do. Yeah, Renegade has shown up when we was talking about gospel diva CeCe Winans and the demonic comments for the lyrics of I'm Every Woman. And yes, the song was written, if I'm not mistaken, I think Nick Ashford writes all of the writes the lyrics, and Valerie Simpson writes the music. I think that's their songwriting relationship. I don't think Valerie Simpson is probably much of a songwriter. I don't think. I think that was their relationship. Musically, he wrote the lyrics, she wrote the music. I'm trying to get some more. We have a lot of comments over here about Beyonce, and I'm trying to get away from Beyonce as I'm wrapping this up. Yeah. Oh gosh, I didn't know Beyonce was so. I'm looking, you guys. I'm just trying to find some comments that are not on. Ooh, baby. Okay, I see a new comment. Oh, from the viewer, the last video viewers' comments. And it says M.L. Foxworth. The white lady that worked for the Grammys exposed them years ago. She said that the Grammys are bought and paid for. Clive Davis bought those Grammys for Alicia Keys. Ooh, wow. They cheated in the RE. When I say bought, I mean each year they pick certain artists they are going to put their money behind. It doesn't matter whether they are talented or not. They are going to recoup their money. Yeah, and again, I think, when it comes to the Grammys, at the end of the day, this white lady, who I'm not quite sure who she's referencing, exposing the Grammys. But honestly, I think Toni Braxton exposed the Grammys back when she went through her first bankruptcy. Well, what do you mean? You don't own them. So that was the first exposure. When I found that out, during her bankruptcy, let me say alleged. Oh gosh, I know. Allegedly, Toni Braxton was on the Oprah Winfrey Show talking about her bankruptcy and how they was going to have to auction off her things, her belongings. And, the one about the Gucci silverware, and Oprah Winfrey said, ooh, even I don't own Gucci silverware. But anyway, Toni Braxton said she had to get permission from the Grammys for those Grammys to be auctioned because she didn't own them. You don't own the Grammys, the Grammy that you receive. It says it's owned by, is it NARAS? Or let's just say the Grammys own the Grammy, right? So, yeah, that was exposed a while back. Glenn Rushing says, you recently spotlighted Jennifer Holliday. Yeah, I did. I was surprised you didn't mention her Feel My Soul album, which featured production from Maurice White. That album was great and included the beautiful love song, I Am Love. Yeah, and I can wrap it up here because it looks like we're about to go into the 30-minute, go over 30 minutes. Whenever I try to approach a particular artist, sometimes I have to decide how I'm going to start with, and then I get on a roll talking about that, and I try to keep the videos down to 30 minutes until by the time I realize I didn't talk about a particular thing, it's time for me to move on to the next video. But you are correct. I love that song, I Am Love. I was trying to think of another song that's on there, and it'll come back to me. I can't think of the song right now, but it's an up-tempo song. Shine a Light. It just came to me. Shine a Light. Actually, one of my favorite songs from Jennifer Holliday is Shine a Light. Yeah, I love that song. So I can't talk about all of the artists, background or discography. I just can't do it. Some things are missed intentionally. I'm thinking I'm going to talk about it, and I end up not talking about it. But anyway, I still want to say thank you guys so much. Hold on, I got two more, and then I would stop. Michael Johnson, who also shows up. I appreciate you, Michael. You leave some comments. Okay, I see you want to start some mess, LOL. Talking about the Soul Man collection, knowing I would have to comment. Your taste in music is impeccable, and I'm up for listening to to take me back to all time when my friends and I would sit around listening to and discussing many of the artists in your collection. Keep those videos coming. Thank you so much. Thank you, Michael Johnson. I appreciate that. And then I see Kelly Jones says, did you see the whole Vlad TV interview? I did. And I have. I did. And I just kind of peeped something out when I saw certain snippets of it. But no, I haven't watched all of the Vlad interview with Stephanie Mills, but I'll probably get around to doing it. On that note, we are definitely at the 30-minute mark. Thank you guys so much for your likes, your shares. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for leaving comments. It gives me a lot of things to talk about. I feel like we definitely have a, dialogue going on over here. I appreciate it. Oh, well, I'll do that next video. Well, you know what I'm going to say over here. What is that I'm going to say? I'm going to say, put your behind where your heart desires to be. Please do that. And remember, whenever I leave my mother's presence, she always says, baby, I love you. But God loves you best. Make sure you're showing some love out there. Yes, some unconditional love, some pure love, okay? And on that note, I'm looking forward to seeing you next video. And until then, you know what I want you to do. Take care of yourselves out there.